A wonderful day to you all. My name is Sean Vakacha, and today I'm going to be explaining a bit on my presentation on my app. My application that I created, which is I've created a static app, a social spark. Some of these things. I created a SocialSparkApp. The app, what it basically does is it gives the user an option to it gives the user the option to put in their input, and it gives an output based on the time of day. Okay, so I want to just give you an example, which is morning, that I've already typed in. When you type in morning, it sends you a message such as a good morning message. You see, it sends you a message that says good morning. So sends a message that says send a good message, a good morning message, right? So it gives you different inputs based on the specific time of the day. So the purpose of the app is just that it suggests social activities based on the time of day that is entered by the user. Okay. Having a bit of a problem, a challenge when it comes to my Android Studio, so you may see a bit of lagging, and right now I'm just putting it on a pause just so that it can reload and everything. Okay, because I'm having a bit of a challenge with it. And then I'm going to put in another input, which is afternoon. So when I put in afternoon, it's going to give a different output, right? Which is another different activity that you're supposed to do specifically on that time. That's something I've created. For example, if let's say the user inputs an invalid input, right? An invalid input, the app would display an error message showing that the user has displayed something it's an error basically, so it's not recognized by the application. So it then says the person must insert a valid time of day basically. So it just corrects the user to tell them that they've inserted an error. So what is inserted actually is not recognized by the application, so the person needs to re-enter the correct input. Okay, I hope maybe that's a bit clear, because I was having a bit of a problem with my app for quite a long time, so I just decided to separate the video to the audio, so that at least I could explain more while the app is a bit lagging behind. Sorry about that though. Okay, so on the wait a bit in the code, I first connect the user interface elements like the edit text, the buttons, the text view, using mind view build. Okay, yes. So when the suggest button is clicked, for example, the app reads the user inputs and then it converts it to lowercase to ensure consistency. Okay, so that it just it converts it to lowercase to ensure it ensures consistency, so that there is a consistency in the read, so it converts them to lowercase. Okay, so that there's no mistake in there. Let me see if that's what I meant. The app uses a when statement, so to check the input. So it uses the when statement to just check the input, and it matches it to different time values. So it just matches it to the different time values, so that it can give you the right input, the right output based on the input that you've put in, so that it does not make a mistake and give you the wrong information later, or at least the input that you're supposed to receive was a completely different one, because that would be considered an error. The messages are stored in, for example, I did try to make it a bit more clear, so I've stored the messages in the string.x XML file, which makes the app more organized and easier to maintain. So I've inserted them all in the strings XML so that it's easier for me to maintain the application. There's no complication and it's much more cleaner that way. And the toast messages are used to give the feedback to the user, such as confirming actions, so that the user understands that okay, the right thing, the information that they've inputted is correct said. So it's just a confirmation. It sends as a confirmation to show the user that what they've inserted is read and understood by the application. So this app basically it demonstrates user input handling, conditional logic, and basic UI design using Kotlin. Okay, so basically that is the application that I've created called SocialSpark, and it's user friendly to everyone. I think. Thank you very much. That is my application. Thank you.